Hey folks, Killboy here with the Saturday video log, the familiar sounds of the shutter clicking. It's about 3:05 p.m. August 4th. I always want to say the p.m. part, like you get it mixed up or something. Yeah, this is what it's like today. There's about two or three groups, car groups that I know of here. Integra's pretty small, I think maybe a dozen or so I've seen of those guys, and then the Mazda Epic East Coast Mazda meet, which is also maybe about a dozen, and suddenly saw some Volvos, sporty Volvos, like S60s I think, and the like come through a few minutes ago, probably about 5 or 6 of them. A lot of cruisers, a lot of humidity. I've been seeing people go by with water on their vehicles heading northbound for about 2 hours, but it hasn't made it here yet. I haven't seen anybody coming from the other direction wet or anything. So somewhere between here and Robbinsville, it's raining apparently. I wanted to mention too, I saw 2 state or county sheriffs come down and go back up earlier. I'm on the North Carolina side of the Tennessee-North Carolina border. It's about half mile to the left here. I've been seeing a few people, particularly on cruisers, go by with no eye protection. They've been known to pull people over for that and even write tickets. Not very often, but it's just one of those things. I don't know if, I assume people just don't know, about that law. So just a heads up, if you don't want to deal with the hassle, keep some sunglasses on your bike somewhere at least. If you don't have something in front of your eyes to protect you from bugs, and that's kind of smart anyway. But some bikes, the windscreens don't go up very high, and you're wearing an open helmet with no windscreen in front of your face, and then no sunglasses or glasses or anything like that. They can cite you for not having any eye protection. Just a heads up, just letting you know what what they can get you for. Yeah, pretty quiet otherwise. The Miata thing went down last weekend, and we did the photo shoot at Fontana in the bucket truck and went on to the highlights. That was pretty cool. Opportunity for us to get a neat shot you can't normally get. Been playing around with a new lens, and those of you keeping up with us on Facebook, I've been posting a picture up here and there where we're playing around with it. So I may start sort of doing the highlights instead of just doing it all at once. I may trickle a few in there throughout the week, and then do the majority of the uploading of the photos for the highlights on the usual time. But other things that I run across, or when we get our shots from our other photographers out here, we'll just go ahead and maybe put some of those highlights online. Other days of the week, just kind of trickle them on all throughout the week, so it won't all happen all at once. I'll try that and see what happens. But I was gonna maybe give some more tips for people taking pictures, especially if you're trying to come out here and shoot your your friends and stuff. That's cool. I know it kind of encroaches on what we do, but we still stay plenty busy. So it's okay. You know, I don't have a problem. Anybody wants to come hang out where I'm at and take pictures of their friends or whatever, just, you know, I appreciate if you can stay out from right in front of where we're shooting. But it's a public road, public pull-offs. You're free to do what you want out here just as much as I am. They're not just here for us. But I'll give you some tips, you know, if you want to try to take pictures. The cameras that people typically bring, the point and shoot cameras, they're not very quick focusing or reacting to the shutter button, you know, when you go take the picture. So you really got to be smooth on tracking the bike as they go by. And if you don't have an actual glass eyepiece to look through, if you have to use an LCD screen, there's usually a slight delay on that screen because it's a live view. So it makes it a little difficult to shoot moving subjects through that. You can practice and get pretty good using that LCD screen, but it's still going to always be a little difficult especially if you haven't gotten a lot of practice with it. You got to kind of predict and lead the subject with them. One of the things I often tell people is just shoot video. They do really good video. You know, shooting action with a point and shoot camera is real hit or miss, mostly miss, and you know you only get so many opportunities as the person goes by out here. They'll usually only take 1 or 2 pictures in the time frame that you have. It's a neat old retro bike. I don't know what that was. So yeah, you usually do better with video if your point and shoot camera has an actual glass optical eyepiece that you can put your eyeball up to and look through. You can do a little better taking pictures through that. Obviously it's a you know more real-time view of what the camera's going to see, but it's still got a delay. You know, keep in mind, maybe get some practice and get used to that delay of, you know, how long it takes between when you push the button and when the camera actually takes the picture. And be sure to follow through. You know, just because you push the button, don't stop tracking the subject and lift the camera up, because usually that delay means that you need to continue following while the camera, you know, takes its picture and does its thing. So yeah, just you know, just play with it and get some practice if you want to try to do it yourself. But video is usually the way to go, especially if it starts getting late or dark or anything like that. They really need a lot of light, those point and shoot cameras. Horn. Focusing, the camera focusing system is also a function of, you know, the distance over time of the subject. So if the subject's moving towards the camera, then away from the camera, as it tends to be on the outside of a turn like this, it's pretty difficult on the focusing. C06. Pretty impressive. Hope we don't get in trouble. Focusing. Oh yeah, so, you know, shooting from the outside of a turn with a camera that's not as fast focusing as these higher end DSLRs and stuff are, it's a little rough on the camera. It has to really make adjustments for a fast moving vehicle that's coming towards the camera and then goes by and is going away from the camera. So if you can get on the inside of the turn and get near the center of the radius of that turn, if you understand what I'm saying, where they stay kind of the same distance away from you as they go by, the focusing mechanism in the camera doesn't have to work as hard, and you'll probably get more in focus shots. There's not many places on this road to shoot from the inside of a turn though, so that's you know, kind of a limited option for you there. But if you got other roads that you want to go try that on with your friends and things like that, if you can get on the inside of a turn, you usually get better results. It's smoother tracking and smoother focusing. Yeah, like that guy on the last bike didn't have anything in front of his eyes. Okay, so that's about time. Yeah, you know, the usual. Appreciate the comments. If you got anything you want to know about or any questions, you know, just leave them in the comments. You can subscribe. I don't know why people are so pushy about subscribing on YouTube videos, but I'm just thinking practicality. You get a notice if you want when you subscribe to the videos. But yeah, check us out, killboy.com for your dragon photos, and we'll see you next week.